Hey everyone, time for another video. I am just frustrated, very frustrated on a personal level with just the situation with the voters, I guess even beyond Baltimore City, but mostly Baltimore City, that now with this Conaway situation, it's just become so embarrassingly apparent that voters, I mean, should they even, the people who are voting are destroying our city because it's come to a point where most voters don't know who the heck they're voting for. And once those people are in office, they do anything they want to do. And there's no accountability because the people who elected them in the first place don't know who they are. And then the people who didn't vote also don't know who the leaders are. And this vicious cycle has been repeated over so many times that even people like me, who don't want the government to really have any say over our lives, are affected by the government because they do creep into our lives because of all the crazy policies that they've come up with over the years. And I mean, they obviously are crazy because the Conaway situation has shown that some of these people are actually really crazy. And it's just the same gimmicks over and over again that we get caught stuck in. Look at Anthony Brown, all he's doing to my father. Again, my father lives in Baltimore County and he's a registered Democrat. Just all this Larry Hogan opposed choice in cases of rape and incest. Republican Larry Hogan stands with the NRA and shows a gun. Hogan wanted politicians to make birth control decisions for women. Another Hogan with a gun. Another Hogan with a woman. And then, well, then this is different. The 10th District Unity. All these, I mean, issues that, if you, I mean, they don't really have to deal. They don't deal with most of us. I mean, guns and just abortion is, on the Supreme Court level and everything. And I mean, I know these issues are important to people, but they become overwhelmingly, brainwashingly important to people to a point where all they know is about abortion, guns, unity, race. I mean, it's like the same things repeated over and over and over again. So that's so that like you're almost embarrassed not to even talk about these issues and stuff when there's so many other issues out there. And behind all these just blown up on steroids abortion type issues that you can show, like women crying and huge guns and things that just, and kids crying because it's always for the kids, behind all those on steroids issues, they're just these politicians who are insane. And just the bulk of us have to deal with so many lame things that the government comes up with, and have to deal with the Baltimore City that's just falling apart, that has crime everywhere. And then some of these voters, and I guess their kids, are causing a lot of trouble. So I mean, again, this is like a personal video to all of you. I mean, I want to do something about it that goes beyond just talking about politics and writing articles and making videos. I mean, it's important to help, take over parts of the media, so that the independent media has a bigger say in things. I think that's really important, because in Baltimore City, there's really just the independent media is very minuscule. I mean, look at my site, what it gets 30 hits or something, and then the other ones, who knows. And some of these sites start to deal with these issues that are just like, stop homelessness. I mean, the Brew is a good place, but I mean, homelessness is horrible. And why don't we have more homeless shelters? And why don't we have all the people live in the empty houses? Why don't we have all the homeless people live in the empty houses? You've got to be kidding me. You know how much it costs to fix an empty house? I mean, many people are saying this, but I'd just like to remind everyone. But anyway, going back to my point, I mean, if you really are tired of this BS that's out there, just the Democrat-Republican paradigm, the BS issues, the glossy, expensive mailings that, 60-some-year-old Democrats get in Reicherstown. I mean, if you're tired of the voters, voters are idiots. Most voters in Baltimore City are idiots. That's the bottom line of this video. And it's embarrassing to say, isn't it? But we have to come to grips with that most voters in Baltimore City are idiots. So what are the smart people going to do about this? The people who are watching this, you're probably smart, most likely, if you found this video and you actually care about what I'm saying. If you understand what I'm saying, the emotion behind it and everything, behind all my videos. So email me at, Adam@contactmeister.com or Adam@adammeister.com. And if you want to be part of something that's a little bit different, and I'm being kind of nebulous, ambiguous about what I'm even talking about because I'm not exactly sure what I'm talking about yet. But just something that goes beyond politics. It's something that we just put our brains together, and we don't need to have meetings about this. This is all can be organized over the internet. Just, I want to figure out a way to bypass the idiots in Baltimore City, the idiot voters, the idiots that are in office. How are we going to bypass them so we can make the city, maybe the state, maybe this country a better place where, we don't have to worry about these words that make us feel bad, like gentrification. It's just amazing. I see on my Facebook feed how bad gentrification is. Oh, how bad! Look at the bad things it did to Seattle and San Francisco. Have you people ever been to Seattle and San Francisco? Seriously. Have you ever been to Seattle or San Francisco? How freaking awesome those cities are? Okay? And how horrifying Baltimore is compared to places like that. Have you guys, the people who complain about gentrification, are you using that as a code word for something else maybe? Or jealousy of something? I don't know what the problem is, okay? I don't know what your damn problem is. But if you're worried about gentrification, don't be my damn friend, okay? You're not my friend. And I don't want you to be helping me, to try to fix the stupid voters of Baltimore, because you're an idiot if you're worried about gentrification in Baltimore. You haven't traveled the world. You haven't seen Jack in your life, okay? I'm sorry if you really think gentrification is a problem in Baltimore currently, or even going to be anytime soon. Anyway, it's a ridiculous thing. But anyway, if you're not caught up in all these little catchphrases and, stupid issues, email me. Let's talk about it. Let's see what we can do to just bypass the morons out there and just create a better society as a whole, where we just, one day I think all the smart people out there are going to have to say to the city of Baltimore, we're not paying taxes, or we're doing something, we're breaking some rule, and we're all going to break it, and just go away, Baltimore City. If we all don't pay our taxes, or we all don't pay some idiotic registration fee or our water bill or something like that, they'll just go away. Maybe they'll just get smaller and just leave us alone. And we can just live in peace. Don't have to worry about these idiot voters and electing, the embarrassment, the shame they should feel for electing a man who is crazy. And also our elected officials should be ashamed too for 8 years that they've ignored Frank Conaway Jr. because this is not all his fault. He's out there. So Catherine Pugh, the state senator, never says a thing about the guy that's part of her team, that he's absolutely out there. I don't want to deal with people like that anymore. I don't want to deal with politicians like that. For the children politicians. So hey, email me. Adam@contactmeister.com, Adam@adammeister.com. Take care.